Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session, children, where we were discussing about the expansion of democracy. And under the expansion of democracy, children, we were trying to understand about the issue of Burma. So, Burma is the old name actually. The new name of Burma is Myanmar. So, this socio-economic background we were trying to understand. When we compare it with Libya, even though there was a dictatorship rule or the military rule in Libya, because of its natural resources, the leader like Gaddafi had improved their educational quality as well as the education literacy rate got improved, the health life expectancy got improved there. So there was a considerable, that mean recognizable development was found in Libya. But when you look into the Myanmar, this military ruler Ne Win, when he came to power in 1965, he also tried to impose and distribute the wealth of the nation equally among the people, but the same kind of development could not happen here. That means recognizable or the expected development did not take place here. And moreover, the farmers started selling their children for the army generals for the sake of payment. So this is how, and small children, many human rights violation, children's rights violation also has taken place in Myanmar. So under these circumstances, we have seen one of the opposition leader, the present opposition leader in Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi, the daughter of Aung San, had fought for the restoration of democracy in Burma, and the rulers declared elections in 1990, children. That means the military rule has declared that 1990 the elections will be conducted, and in this election a new political party called as the NLD, National League for Democracy. The political party name is NLD. Okay. So this NLD is nothing but National League for Democracy. So this is a new political party which was led by Suu Kyi, Aung San Suu Kyi. Okay. So this is led by Suu Kyi, and she has won the majority of 80% of the seats, even though Suu Kyi was in prison, but the military refused to hand over power to her. Suu Kyi was put in jail by the military rulers, and she has won 80% of seats in the National Assembly. Her party has won 80% of the seats, but they had refused to hand over the power. She was kept under house arrest for many years, and she remained in prison. She remained a prisoner in the house, in her own house, without permission to move around and interact with the people. And she wasn't even able to attend the funeral of her own husband and meet her two sons. She was put in her house as a jail where she cannot meet her own children, her own people. So, and she could not attend her husband's funeral also because of her house arrest. The military rulers there had prohibited all these things. There is also international pressure created through the economic sanctions on Myanmar. This disallowed trade between Burma and other countries. As a result, Burma is not able to export its products to other necessary imports, and it cannot export its goods to other countries. This puts great pressure on the economy of the country because they are unable to get the money from outside, even though this ultimately harms the common people of that country. That is economic sanctions. Economic sanctions bole to pura United Nations has brought pressure on the Myanmar that nobody should do any kind of trade with Myanmar. So the import and export from those countries got completely restricted, because of which the economy of the country had suffered, and which ultimately will be resulted in the problems being faced by the common man there. So the military government, over the years, there has been worldwide pressure on the military government to extend the civil liberty and usher a democratic government there. From the year 2008, slowly change started coming. There have been different forms of changes taking place in the country, and such as conducting a referendum to get a mandate of for establishing democracy and changing the name of the country to a republic of democracy. However, the government continues to be formed partly through the elections and partly under the nomination of the military. Then elections were held in 2010 also under the observation of the United Nations. However, Suu Kyi was barred from contesting the elections. Suu Kyi को elections में contest करने नहीं दिए थे. So she has, her party refused to contest the elections in 2010. As a result, a military backed Union Solidarity and Development Party has won many of the seats. We shall see further the story of this Burma in the next class also, children. Thank you.